In the late 1990s, a small rural home sat at the edge of a wooded property, isolated, quiet, and cheap for a reason the real estate agent never explained. A young couple moved in with their 6-year-old son. For the first few weeks, nothing seemed unusual. Then the boy began waking at night, crying, saying someone was standing in his doorway. At first, his parents assumed nightmares. Then one night, his mother heard him talking. She stood halfway down the hall and listened. Her son was whispering into the darkness of his room. She called his name. He answered, "Clearly, I'm not talking to you." The next morning, he told them the man in the doorway asked him questions, not scary questions, personal ones. His name, his favorite toy, what time his parents went to sleep. The parents installed a baby monitor, even though he was far too old for one. 3 nights later, the monitor picked up a second voice. Low, adult, male. The father assumed radio interference until the voice said the child's name, exactly the way the mother pronounced it. They replayed the audio recording. The voice was not theirs. It did not match neighbors. It did not match any known broadcast frequency. That same week, doors began opening on their own. The basement light turned on every night at exactly 3:11 a.m. Footsteps were heard pacing slowly above the parents' bedroom while everyone was accounted for downstairs. Then the child stopped speaking about the man altogether. When asked why, he said, "He told me not to answer anymore." He said, "You don't like him." One evening, after putting their son to bed, the parents heard him scream. They ran to his room and found him standing on his mattress, pointing at the open doorway. "There," he said, "he's angry." Nothing was visible, but the air was freezing. Their breath fogged in the room. The father shouted into the hallway, demanding whoever was there to leave. Something answered, not from the hallway, from behind them. The voice was close. "Come." Almost amused. "You've already invited me in." The family left that night with nothing but their car keys and clothes. They never returned. Weeks later, the house was inspected by police after reports of trespassing. No signs of forced entry were found. In the boy's room, written faintly on the wall behind the doorframe, were fingerprints in a dark residue, as if someone had pressed their hands into soot. They were too large to be a child's. The house remains empty. Locals say that if you stand outside after midnight, you can sometimes hear a man whispering a child's name from the second floor, even though no one lives there anymore. No one answers back. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. Disclaimer: this case was reconstructed from multiple real witness testimonies and investigative reports. For privacy reasons, the family's identity was never publicly released.